McIntyre, Hanoi, Vietnam. I think it was, making connections with like loads of different people was incredible, especially on the other side of the world. Getting an insight into a different, let's say, political climate, different way of life, different everything really, was incredible. And I think that had a profound change on me. But I think the most profound change, I would say, is that more of a personal one. I learned more about my limitations, but I also learned more about how I can push myself in certain situations as well, and how I'm well able for it. I would say number 17, the Partnerships for All the Goals. We've had a lot of discussions here recently about all states and governments coming together, especially with the COP summits that are happening every year. But when you look at countries in the developing world, which Vietnam still is, even though we heard a lot there how it's up and coming in the next 15 to 20 years, it's going to be a major player in the international stage, but there's some countries in the region, such as maybe Cambodia and Laos, for example, which we were told that aren't really looking in the same way, still have problems with, let's say, an efficient recycling mechanism, for example, maybe drainage systems and stuff like that. So I think it's important that countries in the developing world, before they look at themselves, really take time to see what they can do to help the countries get to the same level. I've done around roughly 20 TikTok vlogs, which has reflected a typical day in the life, traditions of Vietnam, the food. Most importantly, I'm interested in politics and history, so a lot of that has also gone into it. So hopefully I've made very informed and very educational videos. I'd say, definitely go for it, but I think it's a cliche and it's really hammered into you, but you will only get the outputs. You'll get a lot out of it if you put a lot into it. You really have to put yourself into the project, make sure you give it your all, because if you don't, then you're not going to have these great experiences that the rest of us have. It's more of a Vietnam-centric answer instead of more of a, I suppose, volunteer-centric answer. But the way Vietnamese society is, as it's been mentioned this weekend, it's very collective. Everyone's there for everyone else, whether it be family, friends, or even strangers. And I think, the world would be a better place if there was a lot more of that.